Okay, I'm going to show you some of my torque wrenches now. These are the original Tech Wrench torque wrenches from Snap-on, the original designs. The newer ones have two more buttons added onto them, so they can do a little bit more than even this one can. But this is nice. You don't need these unless you're doing things that require angles. In other words, you torque the bolt down to a certain spec, and then you got to go another certain number of degrees, 45 degrees, whatever. This will do that. It gets down to the torque spec on it, and then you pull it a little further around until it reads out the correct degree. That's what these do. Other than that, you don't really need a Tech angle torque wrench. Now, I no longer do stuff like that, but these are definitely do the job. That first one, that was my 1/2 inch. This one here is a 3/8, but these come in handy, and they are super nice torque wrenches. So I don't regret having them, obviously, because I needed them at one point, but now I do all my own work on my own vehicles, so I don't get in that deep repairs on them now, but I have the tools to do any of it. Okay, you also break down, all my torque wrenches are Snap-on except for one, and it's a CDI. CDI owns Snap-on, or not owns Snap-on, Snap-on owns CDI, and CDI actually makes Snap-on torque wrenches. So the big difference is the Snap-on torque wrench, you're going to get the Snap-on ratchet heads on them, where with CDI, you're going to get like a Blue Point head, or whoever, I think it's whomever they sort the Blue Point ratchet heads from is probably who CDI is getting their heads from. So it won't be a USA ratchet head on a CDI brand one. But this here is just a click style torque wrench. This one goes up to 250 foot-pounds. Highly recommend a good click style torque wrench. This is my oldest torque wrench. Probably one of the first ones I bought. As you can see, it even still has the old Snap-on button on the ratchet head. This is a 3/8 drive. This one goes up to 75 foot-pounds. I've had this for probably about 44 years. And you know, that's what this is quality. This is the difference between running down to Hobo Freight and buying one of their cheap torque wrenches, or these other online sites, cheap torque wrenches, and buying quality torque wrenches. One of the things about the Snap-on versus the CDI is on your Snap-ons, the handles are going to be a little bit bigger. They're a little more ergonomic, where the CDI, the handles will be a little bit smaller around, not quite as comfortable. But CDI is an excellent torque wrench. I would not steer anyone away from a CDI torque wrench. Now these are 1/4 inch drive, inch-pound. The Snap-on one goes up to 200 inch-pounds. The CDI one goes to 50 inch-pounds. I'm going to show you the differences between them. You know, there's your Snap-on inch-pound, goes up to 200. There's a Snap-on head on it. And there's your CDI. Now, if you notice, they're very, very similar all the way up until you get to the handle. And if you look at the handle, see how the Snap-on has a larger handle on it? It's a little more comfortable to use. Now, that doesn't distract from this one because you're only going to 50 inch-pounds. But, you know, this has a quick release head on it. And again, as you can see, the ratchet head is not your normal Snap-on. This one here is a Snap-on ratchet head on it, made in the USA. Both are excellent torque wrenches. Again, CDI is owned by Snap-on, and they make Snap-on's torque wrenches. It's just when they design them, they use, on the Snap-on branded ones, they put the Snap-on heads on, and they make the handle a little bit bigger around. Very comfortable. I bought this one specifically for my motorcycles because the windshields, the bolts that held the windshields on, was a spec of 30-inch pounds, and this other one starts off at 50-inch pounds and goes up to 200. This one here starts off, it's been so long since I've used this, it goes from 10 to 50. But I bought this one specifically for my motorcycle windshields so that I could keep them torqued down at the proper spec. But excellent torque wrench, CDI. You will save money by buying CDI branded torque wrenches over the Snap-ons. You can buy these online from a couple different sources. I think Torque Tools might be the name of one. You can get good deals on these. And I'll show you one more thing here. This is my Longacre tire pressure gauge. This is my nicest one. I have 4 Longacre gauges, 3 of them digital, 1 of them manual. This one here, you just push the button, turn it on and off. My others, you can turn them on and then they time out to turn off. But this one here is a really nice air pressure gauge. Highly recommend this. This one comes with its own little carrying case. So basically made for racing, you know, people that race cars and stuff to be able to carry it. Let me check my time here. Going on 7 minutes. Let's see if I have anything else in the case. Yeah, not really much, but this here is an electronic screwdriver set from Snap-on. It's just a nice small set of screwdrivers when you need you know, like the ones that'll fit small screws. This is a nice little set, comes in handy. And let's see here. Nothing there. Well, yeah. Impact driver sets. When you get that screw or a very small nut that you use quarter inch drive stuff on, it's just stubborn and won't break free, buy you an impact driver set. Many different types out there. This is a Proto. These here are excellent. Proto is a very good brand. I would recommend purchasing one of these. It comes with all the bits, and these are designed so that you take a hammer on that hard to remove screw, or you know, different types from flat blade, square, Phillips. You could even put a socket on here. But what you do is, you know, twist it away for loosening. You take your hammer and you smack it, and that will break that screw or other fastener free. Highly recommend one of these kits. And let's see if they have